Sonic Adventure, a great game. Sonic Adventure 2, a great game as well. Sonic Heroes, it's okay. Now we have Sonic the Hedgehog, or Sonic 06 is what most people call it. Why does this game share its name with the classic title? Couldn't they see that can cause some confusion? I mean, yeah, you could always call the first title Sonic 1, but come on, don't rehash the name, it's just plain lazy. What if a sequel to this particular game was released? Would they call it Sonic the Hedgehog 2, further adding to the confusion? This game should have at least had some sort of subtitle like Sonic the Hedgehog, The Flames of Disaster, or Sonic the Hedgehog, Let's Mosey with Mephiles. Now, as you guys may have known, I already kind of dwelled into this game in my third part of my look back at 3D Sonic games, but like I said, this game really deserves its own video, maybe two. Oh, and I think one of you asked me this earlier, but the reason why I only show the CD of the game is because the case looks like this. Yeah, not very exciting. This is also the last time I'm going into this game. My mental capacity can only take so much of a beating. Because I already explained the plot in a nutshell the last time I looked at this game, I'll just go straight into the gameplay mechanics. Alright, well if you played any other previous 3D Sonic game, then you'll be immediately familiar with the controls. Let's start with Sonic. First and foremost, Sonic's average speed in this game is significantly slower than previous games, and occasionally his top speed actually drops. What the hell is going on here? Move it, goddammit! Because of Sonic's slower speed, stages are constantly splattered with dash panels. I'm serious, they're everywhere. Sonic shouldn't need so many dash panels to do something he should be able to do naturally. Sonic still has the homing attack, which now has actually been given quite a significant upgrade compared to the other games. Not only can it be used to home in on enemies and item boxes, but now it can home in on grind rails and target enemies that are above Sonic. So it's kind of like Sonic can ignore gravity altogether now. The spin dash also makes a return, but it's been horribly neutered in this game. Unlike previous 3D titles, you can't perform a spin dash on the fly. Nope, you have to stand completely still and then perform it. You can't in any shape or form perform it while running. If you do, you'll do the slide kick or the slide attack when you buy it, which in itself is extremely annoying because you can't cancel the attack and you have to wait until it finishes. Come on, stop sliding! Sonic stages are pretty much everything you expect from a 3D Sonic game. But this game introduces mock speed zones. In the final part of some Sonic stages, Sonic will decide to pick up the pace and begin to run incredibly fast down a straight path. During these sections, you can only move Sonic left and right with an incredibly stiff jump to supposedly help you avoid obstacles. You can also use the light speed attack to follow trails or rings to help you along the course. But this whole stage concept falls flat on its face. First off, like I mentioned, you can only move Sonic left and right and have him jump. Since Sonic is going so fast, you can't influence Sonic's direction when in midair, so you better hope your jumps are fucking precise to the max, otherwise you will die. And this level really takes the cake in extreme frustration.
That tornado's carrying a car!
Thank you, Sonic, I can see that. Look how much shit is thrown at you! How is it possible to complete this level without getting hit? It's almost like it's part of the mission. Get to the goal ring. Oh, and get hit by a car. Fuck! Oh, God. These absolutely have to be the worst snowboarding stages in Sonic history. Not only does it control awkwardly, but the jumping can be completely unresponsive when you really need it. Shit! Come on! God! How heavy is this bitch if she causes me to sink through the sand when carrying her? Fuck. Tails also makes a return, no longer sporting a mech, and somewhat back to his Sonic Adventure roots. Somewhat. My God, Tails, you are painfully slow! Okay, let's try flying. Okay, that's pretty much the same, but whoa, why does he lose all momentum when he's become tired of flying? That doesn't make any sense! From a scientific standpoint, anyway. And shouldn't there be a meter to signify how much flight time Tails has left? Well, apparently that was supposed to be implemented into the game, but because this game is the epitome of a rush job, it never happened. Ring bombs? What kind of attack is that? What's wrong with Tails' tails? And why does it randomly switch to some random first-person mode? It's awfully distracting. Actually, I think it has something to do with how hard you press the attack button. You can hold it down to aim the ring bombs in first-person mode, but without some sort of aiming reticule, you might as well be blindfolded. Tails, I never thought I'd say this, but I'd rather play as you in your mech. Or better yet, your Sonic Adventure 1 counterpart. Anyway, Knuckles and Rouge are also back, but they've too been butchered. Well, first off, their speed has also been reduced drastically. It's faster to glide than it is to run with these two. Secondly, what in God's name happened to their combat moves? I can never tell if I'm actually hitting enemies here, and the charge attack is horribly random when you're trying to hit something. And just like Tails, Rouge also sports bombs. I mean, come on! Rouge's martial arts in Sonic Adventure 2 were just fine. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Oh, and sometimes Knuckles and Rouge also like to get stuck on walls. I've heard from some people that they've been stuck for as long as 10 minutes. I mean, wow, 10 minutes? Thankfully for me, they've only remained stuck for a few seconds, but still, it's incredibly annoying.
Let's get moving!
Shadow. Well, his vehicles make a return, but to me, they're terribly uninteresting. The only one I found remotely appealing was the motorcycle when chasing the train, but even then, the controls felt incredibly fuck. Damn it! Shadow plays pretty much like Sonic, with more emphasis on combat. When performing the homing attack, you can continuously mash the jump button to melee the shit out of your opponents. But it really doesn't look like I'm doing anything to them. To me, it just looks like Shadow's doing mid-air dancing, and the mere sight of him doing that is what causes harm to the enemies, even this train. He also has the ability to activate his chaos mode or something like that. But you know what? I rarely used it. In fact, I used so little of it that I actually forgot I had it and didn't record any footage of it. I'm dead serious. Omega gameplay is boring. Well, first off, he's faster than Sonic. That's right, the goddamn robot is faster than the main character, Sonic the Hedgehog. His cannon shots look and sound completely unsatisfying. The enemies die, yeah, but it sure doesn't sound like I'm hitting them with anything strong. You can also hover in mid-air by holding down the jump button, but as some of you may already know, you can constantly tap the jump button and essentially give him infinite airtime, allowing you to skip major chunks of the level. Abusing gameplay mechanics can be quite fun, right? Blaze the Cat. Now here's a fun character. She's faster than Sonic, her attacks are strong, and she's pretty much everything that Sonic should have been, minus the fire spin. That's pretty much all I can say about her. Well, I thought her drill attack could have been fine-tuned to be easier to execute, but even then, that's a real nitpick. Amy... ugh. Remember when I said back in my quick look at Sonic Adventure 1 that Amy made you wish you were Sonic instead? Well, in this game, Amy makes me wish I was anybody in this game but her. Seriously, Amy outright sucks in this game. Amy, you were questionably bad in Sonic Adventure, and then you got the badass upgrade in Sonic Heroes. What the fuck happened? When did she get the ability to become invisible? In what way does this tie into her character? Also, her double jump is really awkward. Upon jumping again in mid-air, Amy loses all momentum and then begins to fall straight down. Again with the momentum. What exactly is causing Amy or Tails to stop moving forward in mid-air? It's not supposed to happen! And can't you at least move and swing that hammer at the same time? Why must you come to a complete halt when swinging it? Ugh. And then, there was Silver, the new guy. He has psychic abilities which allow him to manipulate objects, control enemy projectiles, hover in midair for a short time, and, best of all, absolutely owns enemies. At the expense of speed! My god, this marijuana head is slow! I mentioned it before, but look at him in this cutscene. Why can't he do that in the actual game? What the fuck is that? That looks nothing like what he did in the cutscene. What's the point of this move anyway? Wow, he moved a whole extra foot there. And then there's the ball puzzle. Yeah, players of the game will know exactly what I'm talking about. The ball puzzle. Now, to be completely honest, I actually managed to complete the ball puzzle on my first attempt while recording footage for this review. Which I guess was good in terms of keeping my sanity, but completely destroys the point I'm about to bring up. The ball puzzle will break you. You have to maneuver this ball down an L-shaped path in this specific hole. Along the path, there are several metal boxes and other holes to interfere with your progress. You push the ball with Silver's attack, which pretty much moves in the direction Silver is facing. Each time you hit the ball, the number on it goes down by 1. When it reaches 0, it explodes on you, so you have to start over. Not only that, but after hitting the ball the first time, it begins counting down on its own. So not only do you have a time limit, but you can only hit the ball a certain amount of times before having to start all over. When I first encountered this puzzle, it took me, and I shit you not, 33 minutes to complete it. 33 minutes! That's an episode of The Simpsons with commercials that eventually leaks into the beginning of an episode of Seinfeld. If you're playing this game for the first time, then mentally prepare yourself for the mind rape that is the ball puzzle. Unless you know the glitch that lets you face through the door completely skipping it. Me, I can never get it to work. Fuck. The controls are absolute balls. Movement is far too precise, and because of that, I found myself running into a lot of things when moving at a high speed. It's so frustrating when a dash panel seems to be hurling across the stage only for me to simply shift to the right or left and collide with the wall, bringing me to an instant halt. The collision detection is also a piece of shit. What the fuck just happened there? I was supposed to go through that window! Through it! Whoa, what happened? I swear to God I'm not doing this on purpose. No, I won't fall victim to that twice. How could they publish this game in the sorry state it was in? It's like buying an ice cream cone, but only getting the cone, and paying $60 for it! Ugh, and those fucking load times, they're everywhere! Starting a stage, in the middle of the stage, beginning a boss fight, after the boss introduction, the boss death, beginning a town mission after hearing in a sentence or two what the mission is, winning or failing the mission, hearing the person scold or congratulate you, loading the horrible This particular town mission takes the cake. You have to guess how many boxes are piled up there. 20 seconds later, you break the box that represents your guess. Then, 20 seconds later, you're told whether you're right or wrong. If you're wrong, then 20 seconds later, you're told you're wrong, and then 20 seconds later, you're brought back to the hub world. But If you're right, then you have to go through the guessing process like 4 more times with 20 seconds in between each answer. And don't get me started on that guess the captain minigame. In this particular minigame, you have to guess which is the real captain in order to advance to the next stage. And then you find out it's the first person you talked to in the first place. Well, thank you for wasting my fucking time. In case you didn't know, I have a princess to save. So thanks for prolonging my rescuing her, you fucking douche. To really seal in how terrible these load times are, take a look at this. And I'm not exaggerating anything here, folks. What went wrong? Installing the game on the 360 reduces the load times by about 5 to 6 seconds, so if you're willing to sacrifice 6 gigs of your precious memory for making the pain only slightly ease away, then be my guest. Hub Worlds! This game is the reason I hate Hub Worlds so much. They're too fucking big and severely lifeless. Look at this. Was this really necessary? There's no need for all this space, and it's worse when you're silver because you're too fucking slow. And it's so easy to get lost in them because everything looks the fucking same. Holy shit, I haven't been this angry since Sonic Genesis. Camera, tree, get the fuck out of the way. There. Who the fuck is this dude? In terms of glitches, well, to be honest, I never really came across any besides the wall glitch. Many times I found people complaining about glitches only because they were looking for them. And to me, well, don't blame the game if you're trying to glitch something on purpose. I don't consider this a glitch, I just think that's horrible collision detection. If they're the same thing, then I'll shut up. What is the deal with some of these achievements? Blue Phantom, Supersonic obtained the all moves? Unlocked the complete ending to the last hidden story? What the hell's going on here? Well, apparently this one means I have to S-rank the last mission, but I don't think it actually changes anything in the ending. In fact, I think it's bullshit. These are horribly English. Clear unlocked Sonic difficult level mission? My god, how English can you get? Not much to say about boss fights. They're pretty generic and they're kind of boring. Though I'm pretty sure many of you remember your first encounter with Silver. Look, I'm going to show you not what to do when fighting him.
It's no use! Take this! It's no use! 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 It's no use!
There's also these upgrades that Sonic can later purchase when he has enough rings. I'm going to tell you this right now, some of these are a nice addition, but at the same time they're also incredibly game-altering. Look at this, I'm flying! I'm skipping the entire level just by flying! Apparently that bar in the lower right corner of the screen was supposed to limit Sonic's use of these gems, but it was never implemented, and because of that, you can use these regular gems as much as you want. Alright, so we played a 360 version, so that only leaves one particular question. Is it any better on the PlayStation 3? No, in fact, it's worse! The frame rates are a hell of a lot worse, the loading times are about 10 seconds longer than usual in some parts, and there's no way to install the game to shorten them. What the fuck, Sega? God, this jittering is making me sick. Brain scratch comms assemble!
I can't fucking take this game anymore.
What are you complaining about now, Johnny?
I'm playing Sonic 06. Both versions.
Why did you buy it twice?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I bought it once, and I'm already sorry I bought it. I already want my money back. You bought it twice? Why?
I buried it in my backyard to never see it again, and all the plants surrounding where I buried it died.
Whoa.
Really? I just traded it in, to get some of that money back.
It's worth money? No one told me that.
I feel so bad for the people that spent $60 on this game when it was first released. $60! I spent $14.99 on the 360 version, but I got that like a year ago, and I only spent $10 on the PS3 version. But
that's still $25 too much to spend on this game.
Why did you buy it twice?
I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. This game is a piece of shit.
I just feel bad for the guy who has to do it for our Brain Scratch channel.
Speaking of which, isn't it you, Solaris?
Yeah. If you'll excuse me, I'm just gonna go kill myself now.
So apparently we have an opening now. Great job, Johnny.
Overall, I really couldn't tell you what else to say about this game. Definitely one of the worst Sonic games I've ever played. But do I consider it the worst? No. If you essentially take away all the load times and maybe fine-tune a bit of the collision detection there, this game wouldn't be that bad. I mean, in its core, it's a Sonic adventure game. I mean, yeah, it's nowhere near as good as those titles, but essentially that's what it is. If you're willing to look past all of those problems that I mentioned, then, you know what, go for it. I can't stop you. Everybody has their own opinion, and this is strictly mine, so if you don't agree with me, then that's okay. But I'd recommend you stay far, far away from this game. The only two things I like about this game is the CGI graphics like the one I'm showing you now, and the music. It's really, really good. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 10. That about ends the month of Sonic. I'm John of the Super Gamer Brothers. You guys have a good night. And thanks.
I can't fucking take this game anymore.
What are you complaining about now, Johnny?
I'm playing Sonic 06.
You bastard.
What the fuck was that supposed to be? Okay.